you're going to do, warm them up, get a feel, connect with them, apply the oil.
Show me a quick warm up. What can you do? So none of this, none of the hand stuff like that?
Not really.
Not really?
You could. But I don't really do it. I'm using my thumbs up here just to feel what's going on. And then I use my fingers like this, have a feel. Not too hard. Okay, just gentle at first. And then we're feeling where he's tight. So first we can feel some tightness up through here. And in here, you can see, don't worry about the redness coming to the surface. As long as it doesn't come out, that's fine.
Focus! Now what you're saying is
No digging around, gee. Okay, so I would talk about redness.
Yep.
If it comes up,
Yep.
just say don't worry about it. Because people will go, oh, it's all red, you know? Some people do that, especially pale skinned people. Okay?
persons.
Pale skins, yeah.
Like ticklish.
Yeah. People of Irish descent and stuff like that as well tend to do that. Okay, so what we're looking for is how tight is he up through here, and these diagonal ones. Okay, so you can see that diagonal one there.
Okay, just pause for a second, guys.
So I might go, okay, so everybody wants to come and have a feel of this spot right here. You can feel that that's quite tight. Can you feel that, Rob, at all? No. Okay. So I usually say, you know, so, and the thing is where it's uncomfortable or where it can hurt usually is where it's tight.
Oh.
So Rob's not going to be sore where it's loose. See that? No reaction. Where he's tight is that's the tightest spot is the sore spot. Okay. So if we're releasing that, that's what we call good pain. If we're just working on this and it's held somewhere else, it's bad pain. I might talk about that initial concept. Most important, we just want to find out, okay, how tight is he? Getting a sense of what tightness is something that comes with experience. You need to feel a lot of different bodies. Okay, so I might mention about that. But what we're interested in, a lot of people have tightness right in here because this is the junction between this band and the vertical band. So diagonals and the vertical. So what we're interested in is how tight is he down here? How tight is he in the middle here? How tight is he as we go up? Is he tighter, for example, right up here in the top of his neck where he's very tight? And is it just steady all the way through? With him, it's pretty tight all the way through, but it does seem to get a little bit tighter as we go up. Tightness when it's coming really strong here and coming down, often is from the head. Tightness where it's really tight here but not so tight either side is definitely from the front. It's the front of the body being tight and then it pulls the back out like that. Okay, so I'll do a bit of a demonstration of posture. When it's mostly really tight down here and then just continues up, there's a big solid tightness all the way through. It's often coming from the feet, big toe in particular. So this band goes all the way down through here. And you can feel it in the calf muscle in here. You can often feel it here. It's a very sensitive area. We don't work hard through here. And it comes all the way down as a single band through here. You can often feel it right through the side here. And it comes down right into here. And all the way along, it becomes like a thin wire through here. I might get people to feel that. And then it comes all the way through here, right to the tip of the toe. You often can't feel it here because the skin is too thick. Okay, so that's what we call a band of tension, coming all the way up through here, and it actually continues on up into the head. We can't always feel it, but it does. Okay, they're like energy lines. All right, so we know, then we get an idea, so we use the back as a diagnosis. Where are we going to go once we feel? If these ones are really tight diagonally, it comes from the tip of his little finger. Okay, so it's going to go up through here, from the little finger, come up through the area between the elbow and the little bone, and it comes up diagonally right into here. So if that's tight, we need to come all the way down and work his little finger. So this gives us a bit of an idea. Another thing we can do is bring our hand around here and feel his chest. That usually means that, yes, I'm tight in the chest when he reacts like that. And
so you're showing that in the first?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, when they're tight in the chest, again, that can show a lot of belly tension. It can also show tightness coming from the thumb. Okay, So that's a good idea, and what it means is that the shoulders are pulled forward. So with tension in the chest, it pulls the shoulders forward. All right, so what we want to do is reduce that tension in the chest and allow the back to go back. And you can see how having tension in the front of the body, by just doing that, if you do that movement yourself, you'll see when your shoulders are pulled forward, you'll feel the tension developing in your back. But that's not coming from the back tension. The back tension is there as a result of the tension in the front of the body pulling the shoulders forward. If we relax the front of the body tension, the shoulders can go back and you'll feel how the tension in your own back just eases right off. Okay? So that's often what we're looking at with this back tension. We could rub it and rub it, but while the front is so tight, it doesn't release it because that is a result of the front tension. So in Rob's case, I would say a lot of his tension, we can see the difference between here. Yeah, it's a bit uncomfortable for him, but here, not very hard pressure and he's through the roof.
Okay, pause.
But I work on the front first. And when you come around and feel that and it's significantly more tight, that's a good indicator that the front should be done first. When you see the shoulders pull forward like this, it's a good indicator. Right, so that's a good indicator. Again, and then what I'll say to people is we could spend a lot of time trying to get this tension out of his back, but if the tension is coming from the front, making his back tight, even if we get some of it out, it'll probably come straight back again. So it's not getting it out from the roots. So many times people's front of the body is neglected, even if they get a lot of massage. Most massage therapists work on their back. They don't spend enough time on the front. So what we're going to do with Rob, we could go in and do an awful lot here on the feet. I've shown you one band here, okay, we've worked it a little bit.
Just show us that band. Did we take that band?
The one, the little, yeah, the big toe,
Comes
yeah.
all the way down from here
Yeah.
through the sacrum, which we often work in a side position, which I'm going to show you later. You can work it on very thin people from here, but most people you work in the side. It comes down through here, you can feel it in here. Okay, he's very sensitive, most people are. You can feel it in here. Comes down through here, sometimes you can even see it, but you can certainly feel it as a band. And then it comes down and into here. You can feel that. Can you feel that, Rob? Yeah. So I usually just ask, because sometimes if people don't react, they go, what? And then you ask the person to confirm that they can feel it. Okay. And then it becomes like a thin wire through here. Sometimes I get people then to feel this or that, so they get an idea of what's going on. And so that's one band. Another major band that we work on from the front, from this position, is one that comes from here. Goes through here, and here you can see it. So I usually point out to people they can see it. Through here, and it comes along here, and you can feel it in here. See that? We'll do that again. You can feel it in there, and then it comes through here and up into the hips, and he can feel that in there. Do you feel that, Rob?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a side band. That relates a lot to sciatic pain. So a lot of people that get sciatic pain, hip tension, sometimes in Chinese medicine they say that can relate to frustration, resentment, impatience. Okay?
I'm not going to know that, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's okay. That's because it's in the gallbladder meridian.
Yeah.
Okay? But again, we can do the same on the other. We can warm him up, but really we need to roll him over because we don't want to spend too much time. I think a lot of his tension, if we get rid of the tension in the front of his body, it's going to relax, make his back a lot easier to work on. So we could just, again, we could warm him up, in which case I'd apply some oil and just do some strokes like this.
Would you do that?
I may or may not with him, because not at a treatment I wouldn't. I'd want to get straight into his front.
Not as a treatment. Is he going to treatment? This is
A demo? Yeah, I might. Depends how I was feeling. I might sort of do a bit. But you see, he's so jumpy with all these kind of moves too. It's kind of like, it's not really, I would on some people, but probably not on Rob if he was the guy that was demoing, because even this sort of, it's a bit jumpy for him. But you could. There's two different ways to go about it.
Would you, okay, so pause.
So we could do it like this, So use different parts of your hands. You can even do it up with your forearm like this, but always take the pressure off of the back of the knee. You can't even do it with knuckles. That gets in a bit deeper. And then we can also work the back of the leg like this. But we don't want to spend too much time on that right now. So we roll them over. Because a lot of the tension is coming from his front.
Right. So
Taking
as
us back to
a demo, that's going to tell us to start looking for tension and where it's related to. And it's straight at it, not follow a routine.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I mean, you could talk about these points in the ankles here, right down, but
The other foot's jealous.
the other foot's jealous. Yeah, keep it popping up. I would definitely roll him over early on with these because I reckon his belly's going to be very tight. And that's how I'd want to do a treatment on him. I'd want to start him. So let's get you to roll over, Rob.
Okay. Can I take a lead?
Yeah, sure. So what I'd do then is I'd have a quick feel of his belly. And then maybe I'd show the students belly tension. So I'd say, okay, this is a bit tight here. And I'd say, do you want to come and have a feel of that?
Right. Yeah. So go straight to the belly and show what belly tension is.
Yeah, show what belly tension is. But I'd also say we don't get rid of belly tension just by digging in it here. The belly tension has its roots in the feet and often in the head. So often we need to work both the head and the feet, and the way we distinguish where we're going to start, the more nervous or anxious a person, the more likely we are to start with the head. The more rapid the eye movements, that kind of thing. The more they jump when you touch them, the more likely you are to go to their head first.
They jump here before one in the head.
Yeah, but jump anywhere almost. It means a highly wired kind of nervous thing. It's going to calm their mind and allow you to get in. But often what you do is you do the head first, then you do the feet first, and you work from both ways in. And the way we're going to, when we look at the belly, we look at the different bands. So we have this band here, and it's going to come all the way down through the middle here, okay, from the big toe, which is right beside the belly button. Then we've got one more through here, which comes down through here, beside the knee, into the very side here of the knee.
Yeah.
Just there.
It's
Somewhat sensitive.
So,
So we have this right through, coming up through here. And then it comes up into here. Okay, and that then comes down by the side of the shin, here, and through from this point here. Good to click those toes from that point. And from the toes. Then we have another band from the little toe. And it comes around through here, through the edge, and then up into the side here, where he's a little bit ticklish.
yeah, it's ticklish.
Okay, so what we're going to be doing is basically working those bands. So often what we're going to do is work the toes, then follow them up through here. Well, this is a very sensitive area. Whenever we're working on the legs, we go hard through here, medium on the outside and light on the inside. Okay, because this area can bruise very easily, especially in paler skinned people. And it's very sensitive and can be very painful. Alright, so we might start here and work along here, depending upon what's the tightest. So that's pretty much how I... And then with the head, I'd just do the whole sort of head demonstration, just to relax their mind. So I'll let you take it over.
no, keep going. It's fine. Like I said, get this all down, and then I can watch it 100 times,
Yeah,
and then I can come in and I'll do it exactly how you do it.
yeah.
So, you've shown that. Now, what are you going to do next?
Well, then I'd show, but actually with Rob, because you can see, I can hardly touch him here.
Right.
I'd want to go to his head first.
Okay.
So I'd want to then do the whole head massage. Emphasize the whole points here.
Okay.
Do you want to do that, or you want me to?
Right. You do it. Just quickly, don't spend 2 hours on it, but
Yeah.
if you just draw the outline and I'll fill in the colours.
Okay. So you can see he's even a bit sensitive through here, won't he? So what we want to do is peel that back.
You can actually see that band.
Yeah.
Wow, that hurts.
Not too bad for me.
Hang on. Just videotape the big hunk of green shit on his teeth, will you?
Hey, it's parsley from the centre, all right?
Homegrown
Isn't it
parsley.
St. Patrick's Day or something coming up?
The amount of times I had to use my t-shirt and wipe food off his face in Sydney. That was so fun. Remember that? Right.
Yeah, we all have our strengths and our
Just pause for a
weaknesses.
second.